Hello student. In last lecture, we discussed about percentage or biased differential protection. So this is the advanced version, or we can say that the improvement based version of the simple differential protection. And in this particular arrangement, what we done, we add the restraining coils. Okay, so we add the restraining coil, and how this restraining coil help us to mitigate or uh, to to make the disadvantage negligible of the simple differential protection. Okay, so how we can compensate the disadvantage of the simple differential equation, simple differential protection. Okay, so what does this restraining coil do? Main drawback of a simple differential protection is its mal-operation under heavy external force due to city errors. Okay, so this is the main drawback. Due to the construction difference between the two cities, we have a heavy external force current due to the city errors. Okay, so percentage differential protection is a solution to simple differential protection. It is high sensitive to the light internal folds. Okay, so highly restrained to external folds, because this is what we want. uh, uh, we have to we have to restrain when external fault is coming, and we have to open the, or we have to operate the relay when any internal fault is occur. Okay, so relay has a two coils. One is designed to restrain the operation of a relay, known as a restraining coil or a bias coil, and second coil is designed to produce a sufficient pickup torque, known as a operating coil. Okay, operating coil is connected to the midpoint of the restraining coil. Divides the restraining coil in a two half section. Okay, so restraining coil is connected to the circulating current path such a way that current I1 flows through the half section of restraining coil, and current I2 flows through the another half section of restraining coil. Okay, so relay operates when operating torque exceeds the restraining torque. Okay, so this is the main difference. When the relay operates when operating torque exceeds the restraining coil. Okay, so torque is proportional to the ampere turns. Relay operates when ampere turns of operating coil exceeds the ampere turn of the restraining coil. So uh, now we see some mathematical calculation about the what are the currents flow in the restraining coil and operating coil. Total ampere turn of operating coil is I1 minus I2 into N0. So you can see clearly here that uh, we have a current. Okay, operating coil has a current I1 minus I2. I1 is in this direction and I2 is in a opposite direction. Okay, so that we have a ampere turn like this, and ampere turn of first section of restraining coil is I1 N1 by 2. Okay, and the AT of second section of restraining coil is I2 into N2 by 2. Turns are divided at half portion, so we add the N by 2. Now total AT of restraining coil is I1 N1 by 2 plus I2 N2 by 2. Okay, so we combine, we can write it like this. Okay, so wall restraining coil carries the current which is average of secondary currents of both the cities, known as restraining current of through current. IR is equal to I1 plus I2 by 2. Okay, relay operates when ampere turn of operating coil is more than the restraining torque, or we can say that the restraining ampere turns. Okay, so AT0 is more and than the AT restraining, then and only then relay it operates. So we can derive one formula over the this condition, that IDs should be greater than the K into IR. Okay. Okay, so at the verge of operation of relay, ratio of differential operating current to the restraining current is a fixed percentage. Okay, for operation of relay, differential operating current must be greater than this fixed percentage of the restraining current. Slope of bias of relay is expressed as a percentage, or uh, slope of 0.2 is expressed as a 20% of slope. Okay, so operating characteristics of relay is a straight line having a slope of k and intercept at ks on the y-axis. For all values above the straight line, operate above the straight line, operating torque is more than the restraining torque, and relay fall in a tripping region. Okay, and for all value below the straight line, you can see here all points above this, sorry, all points above this line, okay, this particular line, we have a trip region. Okay, and below this line we have a block region. Okay, so relay fall in a blocking region when operating torque is less than the restraining torque. Okay, and the typical values for slope or bias are 10%, 20%, 30%, and 40%. Relay 10% bias is more sensitive than the relay with a 40% bias. So this is the very important thing that you have to keep in mind, that relay 10% bias is more sensitive than the relay with the 40% bias. As the restraining current goes on increasing, restraining torque also increasing, and relay is prevented from maloperation. Okay, so this is how we solve our problem which is occur in the simple differential protection. So some basic settings. Basic setting percentage, basic setting is the minimum current in operating coil only to cause operation divided by rated current of operating coil. Okay, so where uh, when the bias is 0, NR is equal to 0, the generator protection 10 to 20% and transformer protection is 20%. Okay, bias setting, this is some bias setting. Okay, so now we have one example. A generator winding is protected by using a percentage differential relay whose characteristics is having a slope of 10%. A ground fault occurred near the terminal end of the generator winding while generator is carrying load. As a consequence, the currents flowing at each end of the winding, assuming CT ratios of 500 by 5, and will relay operate to trip this circuit breaker? So this is the question. Okay, so first of all we uh, use the CT ratio, and we calculate the CT primary current. Okay, so what is the CT primary current? I1 is a 400 at an angle of 0, and CT2 primary current is a 150 at an angle of 0. Okay, so we have a different current, so definitely there is something wrong in the equipment. Okay, so uh, slope bias is a k is equal to 10%, which is also we can write is a 0.1. So CT1 secondary current I1 is equal to primary by ratio. So we have a CT secondary current 4, and CT secondary current for I2 is a 1.5 at an angle of 0. So we have a difference, ID difference is equal to I1 minus I2. So we have a difference current of 2.5 ampere at an angle of 0. And restraining coil is a summation by divide by 2, means it means that the average of both the currents. So if we take the average, then we have a 2.75. So here we have a restraining coil, restraining current is a more than the differential current. So differential current required for operation of relay corresponding to restraining current of 2.75. Okay, so ID is equal to KR is equal to 0.1 into 2.75, which is equal to the 0.275 ampere. Okay, so as the actual difference current in operating coil is 2.5 ampere, relay will operate. Okay, so this is how we can conclude whether relay is operate or not by using the mathematical calculation. Okay, so now we have another problem. Only thing, only difference is that we have now we have a different current. I1 current is different and I2 current have a different value. Okay, so put all the values and we got the differential current 0.25 and restraining current is more, it's 2.87. Okay, so differential current required for operation of relay corresponding to restraining current of 2.75 ampere. Okay, so uh, again we calculate all the things, and as the actual current in operating coil is 0.25 ampere, so relay will not operate. Okay. So now we have a balanced or we can say opposed voltage differential protection. Voltage induced in CT1 secondary is a proportional to a CT1 primary current I1. Voltage is induced in a CT2 secondary is proportional to CT2 primary current, and differential current I1 minus I2 flows through the operating coil of the relay at the both ends. Okay, so this is how we achieve we make the circuit for the voltage differential protection. We make the cross connection. Okay, so under normal load and external fault, secondary currents of both the cities oppose each other and keeps their voltage balanced, but no current flow in a pilot wire or relays. Okay, so but under internal fault, a spill current proportional to I1 minus I2 is flowing, and differential current flows through the relay coils and relays operates. Okay. Now we have another type of protection, which is a earth leakage differential protection. When insulation of conduction part gets failed, in that condition, equipment metal body becomes live, uh, result in a current to flow from metal body to earth. Amount of leakage current is too small that overcurrent relay cannot detect it. Okay, so leakage current continue to flow in a metal body, dangerous to person coming in a contact with a metal body. Okay, so uh, to overcome this problem, we design a earth leakage differential protection. So it is look like this in you can see the in figure. Okay, so a differential relay known as earth leakage relay or a current balance relay detects the small leakage current. Okay, so earth leakage relay has a toroidal core. This is a toroidal core and two identical coil 1 and coil 2 wound in a close proximity. Okay, so this two coil is wound in a close proximity. Coil 3 known as a pickup coil connected across the overcurrent relay. Okay, so coil 3 is connected with the overcurrent relay. Okay, and you can see that our circuit is look like that. Coil 1 is wound from phase, okay, through toroidal, and then it will connected to the frame. Okay, and another terminal is neutral, is wound on toroidal, then goes with the frame, and this frame is grounded. Okay, so whenever any type of fault is occur, okay, so in that condition our current will start to flow. Okay, so current have a closed path because it does not have a closed path until the any leakage current is flow through the frame or through any other source. So whenever the leakage current is flow, coil 3 will have a current only in that condition when there is any leakage current. Okay, so under a normal condition, current through phase and neutral conductor are same but of opposite direction. Definitely current in the phase and neutral are in opposite direction. So flux produced by both the current cancel each other and no net flux in the core. Okay, so flux linkage with the relay pickup coil is zero. Okay, EMF induced in a coil is also zero, keeps relay in operating. Okay, but when under the faulty condition, current in phase uh, current in phase current gets divided in a two part. Okay, one current returns through the neutral conductor and second returns through the earth. Okay, so in that particular situation, phase current and neutral currents are now no more equal. Okay, so flux produced by phase and neutral currents are not equal. So differential flux setups in a toroidal core, and due to this flux is linked with the relay coil and induce a EMF in a coil and operates the relay. So this is how our earth fault protection is work. Okay, so you can also see one another type of arrangement for a earth leakage differential protection. So three phase earth leakage differential protection, all the three phase conductors are threaded through a core balance city. Okay, and under normal condition algebraic sum of phase current is zero. Flux produced by three phase current is zero, no net flux in the core, and flux linkage with the relay pickup coil is zero. EMF induced in coil is also zero and keeps the relay inoperative. But under the faulty condition algebraic sum of phase current is non-zero, and due to this gets divided into two parts. One current returns through the neutral conductor and second returns through the earth. Okay, so differential flux will set up in a toroidal core, links with the relay coil and induces the EMF in the coil and operates the relay. Okay, so this is how our earth leakage differential protection work. Okay, so this is it for the uh, chapter number 3. Okay, so here we complete our chapter number 3. Up to now we discuss many type of protection. In chapter 1 we see the construction why protection is necessary, and in chapter 2 we see many type different classification of the relay and all, and in third chapter we see the differential protection. In upcoming lecture we will see the some other type of protection system. So if you have any type of doubt then you can definitely comment it down. Thank you.